Okay, so if you remember where we left off in science, our unit is about what?
Measuring matters.
Measuring matters. We left off, you already learned, you memorized all of the customary or English standard units, right? We measure things in standard units like inches or yards or feet or tons or pounds or gallons, ounces, cups, pints. Do you remember all those?
Yes.
All right, you memorize those for a reason. Those are your special numbers that you have to have memorized if you are going to be able to convert from one unit to another. If you don't have those memorized, you won't know how to do any of these problems. So if you did not do so well on your quiz, you're going to want to make sure you have those memorized. You should know there's 3 feet in a yard, or there's 36 inches in a yard, or 12 inches in a foot. All of those measurements, right? The gallon kingdom, how many tons, how many pounds are in a ton, all that. Y'all remember that? Okay? So, we also learned that the first step, if you want to convert, say, inches to feet, right? You measured something, you're making a pattern, and it says you need this many feet of fabric. Well, you have fabric and you are measuring it in inches. You have to do that conversion from inches to feet, or from cups to pints, or whatever it is, from tons to pounds, or feet to miles. When you do that, you can know how to do that. For this lesson, for science, it's going to seem like math. In order to make it not math, not computation, so I'm not grading you on your math skills, I'm grading you on your science skills, you are going to, for this unit in science, be able to use your calculator. I don't want to know how good your math skills are. I want to know if you know the science part of it, which is changing from one unit of measurement to another unit of measurement. Because when you're a scientist, or when you're dealing with areas of science, measuring is often something you very much need to know how to do. So you are going to be able to, for your homework for science and your classwork for science and your quiz and your test for science, you will be able to use a calculator for parts of it, like this part. So if you remember, in our last lesson, we learned that there are 3 steps to changing from one type of measurement to another. 3 steps. The first step is to figure out if you are going to multiply or if you are going to divide. And we learned how to do that. We said if you are going from a big measurement and you're changing it to a small measurement, you are going to multiply, right? Keep your hands going, keep your arms going in the same direction. Big, small, multiply. If you're going from small to big, divide. Okay, so keep your hands going whichever direction they start. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So let's do a few examples before we keep going, just as a review. If I'm going to go, you're going to tell me whether you're going to multiply or divide. What if I'm going from inches to yards? I'm multiplying or dividing inches to yards. I want to see everybody doing it. So everybody's either like this or like this. Inches to yards. What am I going to do? Inches to yards, divide, right? Small to big, divide. What if I'm going from a gallon to a cup? How many gallons turns into how many cups? I'm going to do what?
Multiply.
Because gallon is big and a cup is smaller, so I multiply. That is step 1 of converting units. Step 2 was remembering this special number. So if I'm going from yards to feet, what's my special number? Yards and feet, back and forth. What would my special number be? Kayla? 3. There's 3 feet in a yard, so that's my special number. Yes, that makes sense? The third part is to get out your calculator and do the math. Okay, so let's try a few examples and see how well we're going to do. Let's try if I had 60 inches equals how many feet? I'm going to do step 1, step 2, and step 3. Step 1 says I need to put either multiplication or division here. I'm going from inches to feet. What am I going to put there? I'm going from inches to feet. Inches to feet. I want everybody's attention. I'm missing some of you, right? What's that?
I'm writing it down.
Okay, just watch this one for right now. We'll do some on our paper, okay? Just so I have all your eyes on the board, okay? Inches to feet. Am I going small to big or big to small? Inches turning into feet.
Small to big.
Small to big. If I'm going from small to big, I
Divide.
So I'm going to divide. What's my special number? I usually put a little S there. What's my special number between inches and feet? Inches and feet. That should be like, bam, you should remember that from your quiz. Zachary, could you sit up, please? Pull your legs out in front of the table. Thank you. Zachary, what's our special number between inches and feet? How many inches are in a foot?
3?
No. How many inches are in a foot? Inches in a foot?
No.
Inches in a foot.
Inches in
Kayla?
12.
12. Okay, again, if you don't have that memorized, Abby, this way without talking. If you don't have those memorized, you're stuck right here. It's why I made that quiz and I said you have to memorize those 14 special numbers. If you don't have them memorized, you won't be able to do any of your work. So you're going to have to go back and memorize those. You have to know how many inches are in a foot. A foot is a ruler, right? There's 12 inches in a ruler. So we say we're going to divide by 12. We're going to take our given number. We're going to divide it by 12. What is 60 divided by 12? The answer is 60 divided by 12 equals, Gabby, 5. 60 inches equals 5 feet.
Yeah.
Do you understand the process?
Yes.
Let's do another one. Now, I can help you understand the process, but I can't help you memorize those special numbers. You have to have had that done already last week, or you need to go home tonight and memorize those special numbers. You have a foldable with all the special numbers, right? Yes? Okay, let's try this one. 4 yards equals how many feet? I want everybody looking at that saying, first, do we multiply or divide? 2, what's our special number? And then 3, let's write out the equation that will give us the answer. Yards to feet. We're going from yards to feet. Is that big to small? Or is that small to big? Think of a yard, think of a foot. Don't say. Yards to feet or feet to yards. Big, small, multiply, small to big, divide. What are you going to do? Show me with your hands. Are we dividing or multiplying? We are going from a yard, which is big, a yardstick, to a foot, which is a ruler. So we multiply. What is our special number that we are going to multiply with? Yards and feet. When you're interchanging those, what's that special number? How many feet in a yard? Romy? 3. So we're going to take 4 times 3 equals 12. So how many feet is our 4 yards? 12 feet. I want you to grab your whiteboard and we are going to do a few examples. We're going to do 2 examples and then I'm going to break you loose to go do your homework and see how well you do on that.
Can we put our math?
Grab your whiteboard. You can leave your math book at your desk. Bring your whiteboard up. Here is your sample that I want you to figure out. Just bring your whiteboard.
Why would
doing science or math?
Just bring up your whiteboard for right now. We're doing science, but just bring your whiteboard. Okay, here we go. Here is your sample question.
I had water since 2 days ago. And I started having back.
Let me give you all right, let me give you a better example here. Let me find, I'm going to pick one off of your homework so that we can get one less. Okay, here is your sample. You can take all your doodling off your whiteboards. Here is your, please keep your answers from your neighbor. I would like to see on your board step one, step two, this is multiplication or division, the special number, and then I want to see your equation with the answer. Does that make sense? All right, go ahead and do that on your board. Let's see how many of you can get that. Yes, ma'am. You can erase yours. Yours is good. You have to decide if you multiply or divide.
I know the answer.
You have to do, I want to see this, this, and this. With the special number. Don't look at your neighbors, okay?
Can we show you?
Yes, I would like to see it. That's correct. That's correct. That is correct. Number 2 is not correct because that's not your special number. Try again with your special number.
That's
Excuse
what
me?
I
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, wait. Let me see, Romy. Let me see yours. No, we're not multiplying.
Oh yeah.
You're going from inches to feet. That's small to big. Small to big divide. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, be patient. Yes. Number 1, I don't know what number 1 says. Romy, what does that say? Is that multiplication or division? It says 2 on there. What, are you multiplying or dividing? Yes, that's right, Bria, good. Zachary, that's not your special number. Think of the special number between inches and feet. Yes, ma'am. Peyton, what is number 1? Guys, is either division or multiplication. You're picking your operation. Number 2 is your special number. That's good, except your special number isn't right. Your special number isn't 2. How many inches? Yeah. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so 24 inches is not equal to 12 feet, like you put up there. Look at the top, Peyton, where you filled in your answer. You see it? There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Good job. I think we got it. Let's try one more. All right. Boys in the back, can you please not talk so other people can focus? Thank you. All right. Nobody's talking. Do your own work. I want to see 1. Do you multiply or divide? Which one of these? Number 2, what's that special number between miles and yards? And then number 3, what's your answer going to be?
It's gonna take.
All right, I'll give you a couple minutes to do that one. That's correct. Yes, ma'am. Yes, good job.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Shepard, that is the right problem. It's just you didn't quite do the multiplication right at the very end. Which again, I'm going to give you. Yes, I'm going to give you a calculator for. It's all right except for the actual calculation.
Me?
Yeah, you multiplied wrong on there, so just remultiply. But you have it right, the concept. Again, I'm going to give you calculators because I don't want to be basing it on how well you multiply. Yes, I want to be basing it on whether you know how to do the conversion. Yes, you're right.
I just right so far now.
That's correct so far. Yes.
I don't really know. This one.
Now you just have to multiply that. So do a little separate.
So divide it and align it and then.
Line it up and then multiply exactly. Nice job. That's wonderful. Good job. You got it? So now, Gigi, that's right. You just need to actually do the multiplication now. So stack it on top of each other and do your multiplication. Yes. Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
That's my answer.
Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Okay, so yes, good job. What I'm going to have you do is I want you to go to your seat and I want you to get a calculator first. After you get a calculator, I'll get the calculators out. You're going to want to use those. I want you to do on your own in class here so that it doesn't have to be homework. I'll give you, you have 20 minutes, so you should be able to do pretty well. I want you to do in your math workbook is your science homework. Kind of weird, but it's going to be page 237, numbers 1 through 15. That is going to be your science homework. Go ahead and do it right now, and that way if you have questions, you can come talk to me. Grab a calculator out of the cabinet. You may use that.
I just write down the numbers on a page, on a piece of paper from somebody else's page.